everyone, Complex back with another video, and today I wanted to chat with you guys about the player vendor update that hit Fallout 76 somewhat recently. I'm a little bit behind in everything that's going on, but the player vendor update, I went in yesterday and I played it and I loved it, so I wanted to go over it with you guys and kind of share my thoughts and everything like that. First of all, though, if you don't know how to get your vending machine, if you just open up your workshop in your camp and then just tab over to vendors, you will see it costs steel and wood to build, and you need to have 3 power. The nice thing is these are slated to only have 30 items per, but you can hook up multiple shops, which is really nice. So I've visited other people's camps, which we'll get into, which is really cool. And they've had, I've seen like 4, 5, and 6 machines all kind of linked up together to have just a really big store. Which is awesome because I have a need to have all the recipes in this game. And I found that the player vending machines have actually been a really good way to get recipes that I didn't have before. Especially because, I love playing, but I don't necessarily love, grinding for specific things or this and that. I just want to go in, I want to have fun, and if I stumble upon a recipe, yay. If not, that's not necessarily why I'm playing, but on the same token, I still want all the recipes, which is confusing, I know. But now with these player vending machines, I can just kind of jump from camp to camp to camp to camp and find recipes that I wouldn't normally have. And the nice thing is, people are setting the prices at what they want. So if you see a plan for 15 caps in one person's camp, it might be 100 or even 200 in somebody else's camp. So you can really shop around, really find the best prices, which I love. This is so good. And I'm really liking how if you hover over on the map, you'll see in green the little camp symbol, and those are people with stores. And then if you hover, you can actually see how much of everything they have. So if you're only looking for plans, if you're only looking for stim packs or junk or whatever, you can kind of tailor what camp you're going to based off of what you need, and kind of plan what you're going to do for your day around that. And the nice thing is, because your camp does leave with you when you shut down for the day, if somebody logs off, there's a chance that a new store will come in while you're still playing, which is really nice. It's also just been really fun to kind of hop around and just see what other people's camps look like, because normally I'm too shy within 76 to walk up to somebody's camp and nose about. I don't know. It's not my camp. It's a little rude. But with the player vending machines, I have to go up to people's camps and kind of see what's going on. And I have found so much stuff. People are leaving the DRAD decontamination arch for people. I've seen people leave different stash boxes so you can go through your stash while you're there. I've seen people just leave a whole host of things, different workshop things, this and that, and then they've had their own separate area for themselves with their own stuff. But it's just so cool to see how nice the community actually is, and it's just really cool to see how and built up. Some people have made their stores. Some people have really made stores, and other people have just put vending machines against their own personal homes. So it's really cool to see all of that in action. The one thing I would love to see eventually added in to kind of round out this player vending experience is some kind of spawn mat or marker or something. In Fallout 4, there was, for each settlement, you could place this, I think it was a welcome home mat kind of thing, wherever you wanted, and that's where you would spawn in. And I'd love to see something like that added in, so then that way, in the future, when you spawn into somebody's camp or store, you're spawning in at the store, should they want you to, because I have found that kind of hopping from camp to camp to camp, you kind of don't spawn in necessarily in the best of locations. Sometimes it's in the randomest of spots and then you're kind of walking around and I feel I'm intruding on people's spaces, because I'm looking at the rest of their camp, and then finally I find their store and I'm aha. And some people make such beautiful entrances for their store, have such beautiful areas. I'd love to see that be exactly the first thing that I see when I load in. So I'm hoping that that's something that maybe potentially could get added in the future. Not 100% sure though. With it being online, this and that, but it is a hope for the future. It would make things fun. As you can tell, I am pretty obsessed with the player vending machines. I think that while they probably were nowhere near simple to implement into the game, they are a simple addition for us as players that really enrich the experience. They really add to what we can do, reasons to play. Especially like if you're somebody that's been playing hardcore the entire time and never took a break from 76, you probably have a gazillion of things that you don't either necessarily need or you haven't been able to get rid of, you know what I mean? Because like regular vendors weren't buying it, this and that, or it just wasn't worth the money to sell. So now there's a reason to, once you have all the recipes in the game, to keep grinding, because Joe Schmo down the road probably doesn't, and now you can sell it and make some caps, and that's really cool. It's just kind of showing where 76 is headed, the start of even more being added in. So I, for one, am really excited to see where they kind of take this notion of the player vending machines. I also haven't mentioned yet, but I ridiculously love that it's introvert friendly. That's probably sounds really weird, but I am, as somebody who either just I like playing in a small group with people I know, or I just like playing solo. I love that I don't have to talk to anybody to do this. Like I don't have to worry. I just walk up to a vending machine, grab what I need, and then leave, and that's so beautiful, so fantastic. I'm sure that some people might hang around their store and and try to sell to you like a real vendor, which is great. And I love that. And I know that there are some people that really enjoy that experience. But now that I love that there's the vending machine for those of us that don't want to talk to anybody and just kind of want to get in and get out. Um, and because you can see where everybody is on the map, if you hover over a vending machine area or somebody's camp with a vending machine, you can see right away if there's somebody else there. So you can avoid people if you want to. So it's well thought out. And on top of the player vending machines, I know that there are other big updates that have happened since I've last made a video and really sat down and played 76. I know we've got some new quests. There's just, what is there, a new dungeon? We have the legendary vendor, all that good stuff. So as I go through, I'll start covering more of it on YouTube, just giving you my thoughts and how to do certain things. I think the next thing that we'll chat about is the legendary vendor, because that amused me so much. I thought it was so well done. It was highly unexpected. I loved it. So we'll kind of sit down and talk about that sometime soon. I hope overall, though, that you guys are just enjoying all the updates that have hit Fallout 76. I am enjoying the crap out of what I've played so far. I can't wait to keep diving in. This game is feeling like a lot of fun, and just overall, it's feeling really good. But I think that that's where we'll end today's episode of Complex Rambles about awesome things. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have comments, questions, want to talk about player vending machines, leave it down in the comments below, or you can find me sometime on stream and we can hang out there. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night and or day, depending on where you are in the world, and I will catch you next time. Bye, guys!